Hello, hello, hello. We are live. What time is it today? It's 8:30 p.m. It's time for coffee and conversations with Melissa. Welcome everyone. I am Melissa Ducas. I'm the founder and CEO of My Coffee Connect, where you can meet, connect, and collaborate. All you have to do is sign up and show up, and I will do the rest. So if you want to be my guest for next week, you can email me at info@wibsn.com. Anyway, the segment for today is Show and Tell with Melissa. I am going to show and tell my lifetime membership, which is going to be launched on October 4th, 2020. I would love to introduce to you my awesome good friend and the Diamond lifetime member, Miss Julie Shopa.
Hello, it's great to be here.
Yes, I am so excited to have you in our at My Coffee Connect. So, what is your word for 2020?
My word for 2021, please.
2021. Hello.
I know, it feels like a
Moving
continuation.
forward. Yes.
My word for this year is celebration. And I chose that because I really feel like I need to spend more time celebrating the things that maybe some of the things that I've accomplished over the past several years that I just never took the time to sit down and just celebrate them. And also, I love celebrating other people's successes. So to have a year dedicated to just kind of play and celebration, I just decided it was time to do that.
That's awesome. So, what? Tell us your experience about My Coffee Connect before and now that you are a member.
Let's see. When did I first visited earlier in 2020? I want to say it was late spring, early summer. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's at least 6 months ago. And I'm trying. I mean, I guess I saw you on social media, and I mean, I've known you for years. It's like, oh, what's Melissa doing? And so I jumped in and I met some really awesome people, a lot of people who are very into giving and supporting others and collaboration. And just, it's very much in alignment with what I like to be doing. And so it was awesome meeting the community of people that were being drawn to My Coffee Connect. So of course I wanted to stay a part of that and be a part of that.
Awesome. How do you feel right now that for the first week, like you only attend? Did you attend the Coffee Connect yet? This
Last week,
year?
I was at one.
Yeah, last week. So what is your experience about that?
I mean, because at that point, all of us have met each other. So we've connected more than once. And so we started talking about what are our goals for this year? And we started to share our words. So that was really cool to see, the different words that people had and what their focus was for the year. And it's just to be able to know what each other is, what our focuses are, and, just watch each other stepping into that for the year. I love doing that. So I'm excited about what's going to happen.
Yes, I'm so happy that I dig deeper with all of your business, and it's really progressing because I love the business presentation this morning because they really we didn't do the business presentation with each other, but they present their goal and they focus on how to move their services or products. So now they're focusing on explaining what their goal is and how are they going to get the goal, explaining to the members what are they going to do if they get their goals. So that is really, really awesome. And we have a new guest here. Good evening, ladies. I love this show and show and tell with Melissa. Thank you, Bongay. I don't have eyeglasses. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for watching us. Hello too. So, tell us, what are the things that is new for you and your business?
Well, what I started doing last year was talking a lot more about um, Profit First, which is a cash flow system based on the book Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And I found that not that many people have heard of it. And the people that I know, including myself, that have done it, have had really great results in just being able to build wealth, having more money left over at the end of the year, being profitable on purpose instead of, as entrepreneurs, we tend to get stuck in our businesses and we're just like running after the next client or the next sale, and then spending whatever comes in. We pay whatever bills we can. And then if we're lucky, there's something left over at the end of the year. And what this does is it shifts the focus so that you make sure that you set aside those profits first, and it keeps, you run your business with purpose. It goes with what you were saying about having goals and how are you going to achieve those goals.
Yeah.
This is specific to having goals related to profit, and how are you going to, and how can you make that happen in your business? So last year I had a group of us where we worked together and just kind of encouraged each other and talked through how we were going to meet the goals that we had. Everyone was at a different level that came into the group. Some people had been doing Profit First for a number of years, and they were able to share some really great stories of before and after. There were other people coming in the middle of the year that were still asking me how to get the book. So, but it was a great conversation in, together in brainstorming, how can we save more, or what things can we do to bring in more, like what clients are the most profitable? Maybe we should be doing something with that. How do I find them? It ended up extending to just a great business conversation of how to move your business forward, but starting from the angle of profits. So I was doing that last year, and I want to continue doing something, with that focus this year as well. What I also really think is so important and want to talk about more on purpose myself is the mindset you have, the money mindset, and how do you feel about your money? How do you feel about money in general? How do you feel about your relationship with your money? Do you, are you comfortable with it? Does it bother you? Do you, do you understand your money, or do you have support around you that helps you to understand what the pieces that you need to? Because not everybody needs to be able to pick apart the profit and loss and the balance sheet and explain every line by line item to run a business. There's actually a lot of people that run very successful businesses and bring in a lot of money that are clueless about those statements. So that's not what it doesn't take that to have a successful business, but to optimize, you have to have some way of understanding that information, whether it's having a trusted advisor that helps guide you using that information. You don't actually have to have it all figured out yourself. You just have to have the right support around you. So that's something that's what I like offering to my clients. And I know I've said before to you that yes, I do the bookkeeping services, put the numbers together. We make sure that happens and is done well. But that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is like, what is the story the numbers tell? What does this tell us about where you are in your business? When we have a conversation, and what does it tell me about you and your attitude towards your money? And how can we shift that to be the best that it can be? So that you have clarity. Well, that's why I came up with Clarity Finances. I want people to have clarity on their numbers so that it makes sense. It's not supposed to be like this confusing thing. There's a way for it to make sense.
Yeah, I'm so excited with the branch of your business. Aside from bookkeeping, you're going to offer new services. Are you going to be a coach or something? Like, what are your plans? Are you going to do some give some lecture series? Give some. What's your plan aside from bookkeeping?
I'll probably do some. I haven't thought about calling it a whole lecture series. I'm sure I'll be doing some webinars. I would love to do I liked the group calls of having people come together. It's, it's like a mastermind type of environment. I really enjoy facilitating those. So I definitely want to have something with that incorporates the profit first types of those tools, as well as the mindset, and just a place to be able to talk about, here's where I'm at, here's where I'm struggling, who can help me with this, and it's a safe place to have that conversation that's specifically around the finances. One of the things that you had talked to me about because my title, my self-given title of financial healer, you said, well, what is financial health? And that's a really good question, because it's talked about in multiple, like there's plenty of other people discussing this topic, but what they might be talking about is actually different. Like a lot of what I see, and that's important, is a series of steps that you need to have in place for you to have a financially healthy picture, like a certain level of debt to equity ratio, or certain those kinds of numerical facts, having that emergency fund, and those kinds of things. And while I'm familiar with that, that's not really what I was talking about when I say having being financially healthy and your relationship with money being a healthy one. It's more about, what is your attitude towards money? What is your comfort level towards learning about money and dealing with your money? How do you feel when you pay your bills? Does it make you, like, are you happy to have that money pay your bills? Yes. Or is it like you hate it and you feel like you're being punished? I mean, like, just talking about that conversation. And that's why, I talk about how I help business owners have a better relationship with their profits, with their cash flow, and with their money. Because I want there to be that comfort level, like that there will be, grace, ease, and flow with how the money is running through, coming to you, being distributed, and how it just flows in your life and in your business.
Yeah, for me, I feel so happy when I pay bills. Like, I feel fulfilled. It's like, yes, I'm doing my part. I'm happy and excited all the time when I, pay the bills. Yeah, yay, yay, and something like that. So we have another guest here. Hello, Trish. Hello, Julie and Melissa. Hello to you too. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, give us a holler and give us some comments here. So, what else can you share? Do you have any events that you are planning to for the future?
Well, I'm planning on doing a monthly event that would be, right now it's scheduled for the first Thursday of each month, which was, so basically similar to what I've done last week. So it's,
I had a good time there. I had I've learned a lot. It's all new to me.
I had fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
We went off topic, but this was so fun.
Yeah, it's really fun, and then the topics that we are discussing, and because it's all new to me, that's why I asked questions like you should. That's why I told you I have a lot of notes that I can tell you to make it more exciting, because it's like because most especially like I don't think everybody knows their relationship about their money. Like, what is your relationship with your money?
I don't think people consciously think about it. And it does make a difference. There's a whole, like abundance mindset, law of attraction type things that go into that. And when if your mindset surrounding money is a certain way, it's going to cause you to, it's going to make things a lot easier or harder to bring money into your environment. So that's, for me, that's why mindset, to not start talking about mindset, I was like, that's like the hack to get you to do, because for the longest time, in different areas of my life, but it's like, I know what I need to do. Why am I not doing it? So when you get down to like, what's really underneath it, it's almost like asking yourself, but why am I doing it this way? But what do I really think, at like 6 times or something, to get down to the real answer? And And then you're like, oh, I didn't realize I thought that. Well, what does that mean? And then, you shift it to like, I mean, it could be like for me, I discovered that last year I had made a chunk more. I had done much better in my business than I had the year before, which was great.
That's good.
And then as I looked at it, I was like, but I don't have a bunch more money saved up somewhere. Where did that money go? Let me look at my numbers, so I looked into it and I discovered that it was
a lot of bonds.
Well, I gave a lot away. A lot of it was donating, but it was almost like I felt like I didn't deserve to keep money. If I was making this money, I should share it all. Like I shouldn't keep any of it for me. I should be giving it away. So I had to think about that. It's like, but if I want to build wealth, if I want to, invest and grow something bigger so that I can have a bigger impact in the world, I have to start saving some of it. Like, and I have to believe it's okay that, it's not selfish if I save some of that money for the future.
Yes.
Not robbing someone else, because that's not actually how money works. Just because I have more doesn't mean someone else actually has less. There's enough for everybody. So, so that was my personal one that I was like, oh man, so let's shift this, because I was unconscious the way I was doing that, and I mean, I love donating and stuff. So, I was having fun doing it, but it's like, but my long-term goals were actually being, sabotaged actually by not making sure that the profit amount was set aside to the fullest. And then, so, it's different for everybody, what your picture is going to look like and where your money's really going to go based on what your goals are and all. But if you have certain goals and you're not getting to them, but you know what you need to do, but you're not really doing it and you're not sure why, there's a mindset issue in there somewhere. And when you figure out what it is and you shift it, all of a sudden it gets easy to get the results you want.
Yeah. Have you figured out on what's your goal per month or what's your goal for this year?
My goal for this year is my goal is more about reaching more people and about, and having more conversations about financial relationship, and people being more comfortable with it and being able to help people make those shifts so that they can have, build more wealth in their business without it being so hard. So I haven't, this is different. Most of the time in the past, as a bookkeeper, and someone with, my financial background, a lot of my goals in the past had been driven around, this is the amount of money I want to bring in. This is the amount. And I just didn't feel like I don't want to lose money. I want to maintain and stay profitable and continue to contribute to my profit account, and everything. But my goal is more about reaching people and connecting with more people. I have not come up with specific numbers, but I know that you are going to make sure that I do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I've been telling like the members, like all you have to do is probably like have a connections 60 people per month. It looks like a lot, but it's like three connections per month. Talking to people. So you're not even working for Saturday and Sunday. I calculated that by 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 times 3 is like 60. So you can get get whatever your goal is if you are going to be consistent to talking to 60 people.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Because if you want like 5 new clients or something like that, sometimes 10%, 5% is going to make it happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I think everyone, we can do something like this, and it's so next week is going to be fun because we're going to try new things like ask for referral, give one referral. So it's like that. That's why I'm telling my members, don't sweat, don't panic if you didn't bring any guests. It's just a practice. We have like from January to September before we launch the My Coffee Connect. So we have time to do things. We can get to know each other, and we are starting our accountability. That's why, we can get a support system within us, and it's really, I am really excited with the people that we are getting. We are really building our tribe. We are
Oh, yeah.
definitely growing, and the people that is be part of my Coffee Connect is really like, there's no selfish. It's like really helping each other, and like very,
Great.
I'm asking everyone, what are the business categories do we need so we can promote it? You know?
Yeah, because I saw that too in one of your emails, and I
Yeah.
had um I wanted to think about that. As far as for me, I know there's already people there that because we've got Rose and we've got Marvin. So the accountants are always good, but we have some of those, which
Yeah,
is
but your business is going to boom because you're not concentrating on just bookkeeping. Because are you going to be a coach, or you're just doing to like teach people on what are your goals?
well, I've always thought of myself more as that trusted advisor role. I have for some reason I am resistant to call myself a coach, which I'm sure I now need to talk to somebody. Because other people have said that's coaching. Some of the things that I do,
Yeah,
especially with my clients, there's things that I do that I never even separated out that I've been told is coaching. So I can't actually see me launching something that is called a coaching program. But I would love to facilitate masterminds, that type of thing, which I guess people that do that are called coaches. Sometimes I see myself more as a facilitator. I don't like being called a teacher, even though I train people. It's really weird. I don't like the idea of having to stand up by myself and just talk. I love having conversations with people.
you
So
did a
that's
good job in the last
it's so
event.
much fun. I like even if I'm talking to people about and teaching them about the information that I have to share, I much prefer to have a conversation with somebody, have somebody ask me questions and I answer them, than to be up there all by myself just lecturing. That's just a personal preference that I figured that out a long time ago. It's like I don't really mind being in front of people and talking. I just don't want to be by myself monologuing. I like to dialogue.
That is good. Can
So
you?
I would probably arrange it where it's conversation. Well, and that's definitely what I did last year. I started out with, all right, we're going to implement this. Who are all my friends that have been doing private first? And that's where I started.
Mhm.
I was like,
Can
oh,
you read Trisha? I don't have eyeglasses. Can you read Trisha's?
yes, emergency fund savings is important. My parents taught me at such an early age, so I'm trying to teach my nieces and nephews to do the same thing. That's awesome. And I'm telling you, if you can get kids to figure out how to handle money properly, when you start young, you get so much better results. You have all this time for everything to like,
I don't
right,
know.
you know.
I'm having a hard time with my youngest, because before, like, okay, like he has $20 to spend at Target, and then he just get, and then like he didn't count, and then I really didn't give him extra because I have to let him feel the importance of calculating, you cannot pay that. So what are you going to lose for something that you need? You have to lose something with the things that you bought.
Yeah.
And he just looked at it. He made puppy face for me. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And then he figured out, okay, I'm just gonna do this. And go, oh, see, like I told you, like money is not easy to get. You have to work for it. You know.
And
Yeah.
every kid is different the way they are. Both my sons are so different the way they manage money. The one doesn't even want to talk about it, and the
Yeah.
other one is very, just like, and the one that's the younger one too, is all about like it. And when he was like 5, it would burn a hole in his pocket, like he had to spend it right away. And then later he'd want something else. I'd be like, but you spent all yours. Meanwhile, his brother's still got his money in his pocket, never spent. So
That,
they're really different. That was funny.
You got it from you. I do remember. I'm not good in spending money. I just want. I love clothes. I love shoes. And um, I just buy things. And what you call this? When I was in college, like when I work, my first check is I think 500 pesos or something. I cried because it's like, oh my god, this is the cost of my shoes. You know,
Yeah.
I work for
Yeah.
15
Suddenly
days and
it's like, oh, yeah.
yeah, it's like I work for 15 days, 500 pesos. Oh my god, seriously? By that time, in my time, that's a little bit okay, but it's like I'm crying, and then my mom is kind of like laughing at me. See, I told you, because when I'm so spoiled. When I was in college, I think my money is like I'm getting 100 a day. 100 a day, 100 pesos a day. That's why when I do the intern in Makati, where the rich people, very, very high tower in Makati. And my lunch is like I have two meals, and I have soda, I have dessert, and then oh my, how much money do you have to spend this thing? And then when I started to work, I just have one
Yeah.
one food and no soda, just water or something. I realized because I didn't receive any money from my parents. I'm just supporting myself.
Hmm.
I realized how money, like I cannot spend that much money because I'm not gonna have money in the I cannot survive within 15 days. I have to wait.
It's like
Oh
the
my
wake
God.
up call. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. But right now, it's like I just want to do save, save, save first. And I have a dream for my husband to get him a car, but I cannot pronounce it yet. I will just do it. My members knows, but
Excited.
I'll just do it. So, tell us about what else. What are your plans for the year 2021 aside from doing this? Are you going to have a book lab for another book lab for this? Is this still ongoing? The profits first.
Well, that's going to be kind of rolled into, it's going to be the money mindset and profit first tools and stuff kind of together, but it's going to be calls that are, I believe it's going to be monthly calls because at this point, because what I want to do is have a monthly call for people that, it's like an introductory call and type of thing. And then another program that goes a little bit deeper that would also be monthly. So I haven't completely, that's later this week. I'm working on, ironing out the details on that. But the only thing that I'm pretty sure of at this point is that, well, I know the one thing is the call is going to be the first Thursday, and I think the other group's going to be the second Thursday of the month. So we're into like the Thursdays. But I'm still working on everything that I want included there because I want to be clear about here's the actual goal. I mean, for the longest time with just talking about profit first, the goal was simply to implement the profit first system. But there's just more that to the picture. The profit first system is a great tool, but it doesn't necessarily address everything for for entrepreneurs who want to grow their businesses and who also want to be philanthropic, and so there's all these different pieces that I'm trying to figure out how do I want to put that together, and then what do I want people to walk away with after they've been with this group. And I know definitely a part of it is having that feeling of ease and comfort and clarity with their finances. And I just feel like I need to define that better, which is when you were talking about like levels of financial health type of thing. I love that. And I think that if, I came up with different, I don't know how many even, but if it was descriptive of like, here's the 4 levels of financial,
Mhm.
of having that great relationship with your money type of thing, or whatever, and kind of defined them and gave them like an avatar type of thing. And, so that therefore when you're in this group, you're going for the top level, the avatar that's the financially healthiest, most comfortable, whatever, or something like that. I feel like that would be, it's definitely that feeling is really my goal, is for people to walk away feeling like confident about their numbers, and it's clear, and they have the support they need around it, and they, type of thing. They have a plan, or they don't care that they don't have a plan because they're fine, whatever, but they're comfortable with where they're at. That's definitely the goal. So it's how do you, best state that goal that it speaks to everyone else and not just me. So I'm still working on ironing that out. That's why I'm really excited to hear about some of the questions that you were writing down the other day when you were on the call, because I sit in this same material and come from this bookkeeping perspectives, and so many things that, because it's been my whole adult life, are so easy to me. I think that they're easy for everybody. So to talk to somebody else that doesn't have the background I do, who's like, oh, this is important to me. I need that feedback. So I'm really excited to talk further about that with you.
Yeah, yes, definitely. We will. Oh my God, this is good. I had a great time because I have no experience at all. That I didn't realize you can have a relationship with money. I have no clue the profits.
Well, we all do, whether or not we're aware of it, and whether it's helping us or hurting us. But
yeah. But I'm happy with my money. I'm very happy that I was able to pay the bills and everything. But it's okay not to. I have no money left for me yet. But this year, I really want to pay myself this year. So what you call this? I really it's crunching time for me this year, because I want to achieve. I want to achieve the not just the money, but I want to achieve to help 600 businesses that is going to work together. It's like I am so excited to our journey that you are willing to help me on that, because I cannot do this. The success of this My Coffee Connect is success with people, success with the members. You are all my inspiration, and you inspire me to do what I do. And I always sleep with a happy face. Even my husband, like, why are you smiling? Because I'm happy with what I do. I'm so happy and contented, and my members are happy with me, and and I said, yeah, I want my legacy to be I want my legacy to be remembered as as a connector, and like helping people, because I always it's I want to have a better world, because I wanna add something that value to the community, because of what's happening around the world, especially in USA. So, my God, this is why I said we need some positivity. We need to spread more positivity so we can have more harmonious relationship. So, that's all I can do, because I there's no point on telling blah 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 blah. There's nothing is going to happen if you just say negativity. So I'm just gonna do positivity, and then helping people on how to get the word out of your business.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for all of us, and I'm waiting for my I just registered my Coffee Connect as an LLC. So the name is approved, and then I'm waiting for everything state, something like that. So yeah, I hope.
I don't know if that's going to take longer these days. I mean, Pennsylvania, everyone's still working from home. Who knows how long the state of Pennsylvania is going to take to process anything?
Yeah.
Even on computers, you would think it would not be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too long.
So how are they going? How are the people going to connect with you if they want some bookkeeping, or if they want some clarity finance, they want to talk clarity finance with their financing? So how are they going to connect with you?
Let's see. Well, you can always go to clarityfinances.com, and there is a link there if you wanted to schedule a call. That's my scheduling link is there. You can also reach out to me on, I'm on Facebook Messenger. I'm still on Facebook, although some days I'm like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you can definitely reach LinkedIn. So on social media, my email is julie@clarityfinances.com. Any of those is fine. And
That's good.
I'm
Thank
really findable.
Thank you, Bongay. Thank you, Angela. And thank you, Trish, for watching us and give us some comments. Thank you for staying with us and tuning with us. For those people who would like to watch the replay, you can watch us in YouTube, Coffee and Conversations with Melissa, and like my Facebook page, Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. So I am really excited to present to you tomorrow the accountant, the My Coffee Connect accountant, Marvin Smith will be the business spotlight for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be 8:30 to 9. So thank you and have a great day. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.